What's up? This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible Today, and Non-Fungible Tomorrow. And before I begin, I do have to say one thing. And this is a big disclaimer before I begin, and you gotta watch this before I say anything else. And that is, this video is not throwing any shade or, fighting any NFT creator or anything, okay? I have utmost respect for NFT creators that are pushing the boundaries and creating something new and to really, innovate in the space. But in today's topic, I do want to have a thought exercise with you. And this is not targeted to a certain creator or a project, but it is a thought exercise. For those of you who know me, I'm really bullish on NFTs because NFT basically changes things, right? We got NFTs as digital assets, right? So what does it mean by owning a digital asset? What does it mean to truly own something? When you truly own something, you can do whatever with it, right? If you own a piece of clothing, you could wear it, you can throw it, you could give it to someone else, you could sell it on eBay, you could sell it on a carousel or any different type of marketplace. And that is something that you truly own, right? But today, first of all, congratulations to QQL NFT project. It is done by Tyler Hobbs, the creator of Fidenza, and he is innovating in this space. And there's this royalty split that I won't go into detail, but I do think that the whole team and what they're trying to do is super innovative. And but I do have a thought exercise, and it is just a general discussion, right? Nothing against the project. But for those of you who do not know, QQL by Tyler Hobbs is probably the first big collection to block transacting on a 0% royalty free marketplace. X2Y2 was blocked. I wonder how the market reacts to this short and long term. Will be interesting to see. So basically what happened is that there has been this debate about X2Y2, pseudo swap, and also creator royalties. Like some marketplaces were able to, remove creator royalties by bypassing some sort of a smart contract things. So today, which is a phenomenon day and a big day, which is basically what happened is that this QQL NFT, if you try to list it at X2Y2, you cannot list it, okay? You cannot sell that NFT on X2Y2 because that smart contract address is blocked, okay? So which lead me to think, and I've been posting this, speed, saying that the idea of digital asset NFTs is that you could do anything with it and trade freely at any marketplaces. If blocking an NFT from trading at a certain marketplaces becomes the norm, so I'm not talking about QQL, right? Because QQL is an innovative project. They're trying to, get that creator royalty and redistribute it to the community. So there is a reason why they want to block it in a 0% transaction fee or marketplace fee marketplace. But if other projects borrow this concept and also could, block the royalties or block trading of that NFT in specific NFT communities or in specific marketplaces, wouldn't that defeat the purpose of digital asset, right? If blocking an NFT from trading at a certain marketplaces becomes a norm, then what is the difference between an NFT and a digital collectible issued by the website, right? One of the beauty of NFT is that it's on the blockchain. It is interoperable in the sense that any platform can integrate it. You can sell it, you can move it, you can sell it in any platforms. That's the beauty of decentralization in NFT. But if the creator of the NFT can decide what to sell and where you can sell it, for example, if I'm a gaming company, I got an NFT, but I don't want you to sell in my competitor's gaming company, this could really happen, right? Because now it is being proven that on a smart contract level, you can do this. So basically what happened is that there's this really helpful breakdown. So I've seen a lot of questions. So this is from Saiga, developer, about QQL's marketplace blacklist. So he's going to explain how it works. Before an NFT is transferred, there is a function underscore before token transfer that gets called. In QQL case, they changed this function to verify that the message sender is valid. Specifically, they check that the message sender is not on the blacklist. If it is, the function will error and the transaction will fail. So it basically does a check before you list it on the marketplace to see if that marketplace contract is indeed blacklist. If it's blacklist, your transaction will fail. So QQL built all of this logic into a blacklist filter contract that you can find here. It was clever to do this in a separate contract because they can reuse the same blacklist across different projects. So basically, in future projects, if they have other collections, they can use the same blacklist to block people from selling it in other marketplaces. So about 2 hours ago, the QQL blocked X2Y2 in this transaction, either scan, okay? This is why you don't see any more trading volume in QQL for X2Y2. So basically, too long did not read. QQL has blacklist that gets checked on every transfer. X2Y2 is currently the only marketplace on aforementioned blacklist, okay? So yeah, you'll be the judge and to see whether an NFT is still an NFT if it's, it could be restricted, right? But yeah, and I do think about today I actually tweeted about this, right? Like the question is like I wonder if we can blacklist a hacker of a scammer's address to prevent stolen NFTs from being traded. Like if this is a thing, is this thing also possible from a technical standpoint, right? Can we use this blacklist idea for good to kind of prevent hackers from selling stolen NFTs? So this is just a theoretical question, and then hopefully someone can answer this, or there could be some development in this aspect if marketplace could be blocked from trading on transaction a certain NFT collection. So today everyone was saying that, oh, NFT market, no bear market because there was this crypto punk that sold for 4,000 Ethereum. But I do want to bring you back to reality, and that is there's a difference between buying blue chip NFTs. So if you look at this, this is the blue chip NFT in the last 30 days in terms of ETH value has been going up, right? So there's a difference between buying a blue chip NFT versus your bags, right? Blue chip NFTs are definitely not dead because of the community, because of the team, and also the cultural significance. But the level playing field NFTs, that the new NFTs that are coming out, or non-blue chip NFTs, are pretty much dead if you look at the OpenSea trading volume. So unless the punk seller uses this liquidity that they made from selling and reinvest in non-blue chip NFTs, then we are gonna make it, right? Because you have the liquidity coming back to the market. If not, then it is dead, right? We are not all gonna make it. So the reason why this some background about the punk buyer, right, says a lot that this is actually early liquidity moving and not late liquidity. So the wallet that's funded the punk buyer earlier, it funded 19,000 of the 3,300 ETH has been sitting almost dormant since 2017 when ETH was around 250 US dollars. So this guy woke up and say, I'm gonna buy a punk for 4 mil. So in that person's perspective, this isn't really 4 million, right? Basically, they bought Ethereum in a way lower price earlier on and they held. So sometimes I think as a general public, it is kind of frustrating, right? If you're watching this while the world is collapsing around you with inflated energy and living costs and everything is hand to mouth, I just want to say that don't lose hope, right? On-chain is great, right? Everything we call it on-chain NFT is great. But now it has created a way for the super rich to flex on a global scale compared to social media. So guys, don't forget that these are not your common traders or common retail traders, right? Or collectors. These are actually the super rich, maybe the top tier 1% in the world that is flexing that they have this consumption power while the world falls apart. So sometimes people will feel disgust in the NFT market or the NFT space or also the crypto space because of things like this. But don't lose conviction, don't lose hope in the space because there's still a lot of opportunities and there's a lot of innovations that's happening in the space. And so, yeah, if you're feeling this way, you're not alone. But definitely, if that mindset change is able to help you, then we might have a chance to make it, right? So anyways, guys, going back to our regular programming, stocks are green today. So this is after yesterday that everything is terrible, bond rally. So basically what happened is that the Dow, S&P 500, Nasdaq almost 2% by yesterday's close, each snapping a 6-day losing streak. The 10-year US Treasury yield dropped the most since 2020 to 3.7% after briefly topping 4%. US bond prices saw as the BOE, Bank of England's emergency bond purchase over a 13-day period to stabilize the market. So if you look at this, one of the biggest news is pension fund panic leads to Bank of England's emergency intervention. So this is what you need to know. Kremlin announced Russia will annex 4 occupied regions in Ukraine, so that war is not ending anytime. So yeah, you kind of see what the market is happening. So there is a comeback. But of course, Europe market down. P market is down. But yeah, we'll see. But as you can see, the market is definitely not looking good. Today we do have some important announcement. GDP in Canada at 8:30, so that is in 15 minutes. Finally, GDP in the US, unemployment claims. So we'll see if these fall short of expectation. If it does, it will definitely have an effect to the market. But guys, one of the biggest movement will be tomorrow, the core PCE price index, and I will be covering this as well tomorrow. So if you look at crypto total market cap, we did have an increase. Yesterday it was around 920 billion. Now it's at 940 billion. Stable coins, market cap went down, so it means that money went to cryptocurrency. So that's why Bitcoin is back at 19,440, Ethereum at 1,330. Okay, so you see this, slight upwards pump. You look at total crypto market cap, kind of sideways. Bitcoin dominance, if you look at this, is still ticking up. Ethereum kind of sideways. In general, pretty much nothing really much happening in the market. But one interesting news is that you do see the narrative for regulation in the US. The CFTC chairman said that crypto regulation could double Bitcoin price. So what he's saying is similar echoes to what Charles Hawkins saying from Cardano said, the bullish catalyst, right? They're saying that regulation has to happen in the US in order for institutions to feel comfortable to invest in the market, then providing that liquidity that we need, right? So at the same time, SEC charges crypto firm Hydrogen Technology with market manipulation, selling unregistered securities. So with regulations, definitely more things are going to happen. So this was the crypto purchase, but as we all know, this was funded by an early wallet. So the relative value or the relative cost is actually much lower than the cost that we see nowadays in 4.5 million. So we look at this. Russia are likely to choose Bitcoin for cross-border payments. So this is an analysis. Ghana in Africa set to catch up with Nigeria and Kenya in terms of crypto adoption, chain analysis. Kazakhstan are ready to legalize crypto as Russians flock to the country. So maybe some Russians have a cryptocurrency and it could be used to help the local economy. So it'll be interesting to see how actually crypto is a go-to currency when there is war, when there's instability in the world. That's why it also explains a while back I did cover that the adoption in crypto for Ukraine was actually quite high. So Cardano signed an entity, Mugo, to invest 200 million to boost ecosystem. And also the blog, we look at this non-Euro stablecoin transaction cap revived in MIC. So Europe market in crypto asset regulation reverses recent change and bring back to a cost a cap transaction using non-Euro dominated stablecoins. Okay. So in terms of NFT news, we did talk about QQL earlier this show, but they sold out the 900 mints at 14 ETH for a total of 12,600 Ethereum. Congratulations to the team, and also one of the first collection to block this marketplace, right, or major collection. So CryptoPunks purchase and stuff like that. And Doodle, so basically there's this trending NFT collection that is on OpenSea trending collection for some time, and according to NFT statistics, it made it to the top volume list. He wouldn't touch it because it looks like pure watch trading. Every holder account was set up in September. It looks like Ethereum on Etherscan, a lot of buyers will send 0.35 ETH from one wallet. So it is kind of a manipulation. So this is what he say. But it really shows you how easily it is to manipulate the space as long as you have the Ethereum. And some retail investors who do not know might get trapped. But I do think right now the market is very smarter because it is a bear market. And that's the reason why we do see a lot of projects do not mint out, especially when the risk is high. And I did tweet about this in terms of the mint price. So feel free to follow me on Twitter if you want to check that out. So interestingly, Napoleon Dynamite Cast reunite for an NFT TV series, and also Christie's to launch their own NFT auction house on Ethereum. NFT influencer hacked for 1 million NFTs, but some call it karma. Wearable announced a competition for Tesla artists, so more and more different type of blockchains and also supports for that. So that's it, guys. This is the news, and as I said, this is not targeted to any creator or any project. It is a theoretical discussions on whether if an NFT is still a digital asset that you truly own, if there is restrictions on where you can sell that NFT. So this is your host, Non-Fungible TC. If you like these insights, if you like these discussion, these thought exercise, feel free to like and subscribe. Share with your friends, share with your community. And I hope you have a great day, guys. This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, signing out.